Hello and welcome to Daddy Daily on this magnificent Thursday. We begin today with Republican Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw's bold new decisive legislation aimed at bringing suit against China for lying about the coronavirus outbreak. On Hanatha, Crenshaw said that the U.S. has been wronged and that Americans would find someone to sue. He also criticized the Chinese government of spreading false talking points about the virus. Earlier this year, China will no doubt hide behind sovereign immunity, meaning you can't sue a government. They also have a backup plan to offer up a patsy, a fall guy who can take the blame, one who has misled, lied, and openly incited civil unrest during the coronavirus. Wait, this can't be right. The Donald Trump's? Time well spent, Congressman Crenshaw. Oh wait, Hanata? Oh, I get it. Looks like someone has an eye on the Senate seat or cabinet position. You crafty devil, you work that poll. And I don't mean voting polls, yes. You make those sultry moves. Of course. As coronavirus tests become more available for first responders, false positives and false negative results are on the rise. These test kits seem to offer less reliable results than Donald Trump's tanning booth. Even more worrisome, accurate numbers of the infected are not 100% postable since the entire population of the United States has obviously not been tested. The almost 700,000 number of confirmed cases in the US are only the ones we know about. It is possible to be infected and infectious without showing any signs of sickness. Yes, don't comply, you ignorant petri dish. So as restrictions start disappearing, we have two possible outcomes to consider. The spike, a huge rise in the number of infections, could be the result. This will mean many more deaths and the breakdown of our medical infrastructure. But you did wait 2 months to go antiquing and the mall is finally open. Hooray! Naked babies holding up a dresser. This style is called Baroque because the aesthetic of the craftsman was Baroque. If you, child labor laws have really come a long way. The other possibility for relaxing restrictions, the slow stab. Fewer cases appear, but over a longer period of time. We truck along with a few cases here and there, but eventually recover medically and financially over a timeline of 2 to 3 years. Donald Trump's and this human dumpster fire take victory laps saying, I told you so, or I always knew it, on Fox Television. I'm not sure which one's worse. The same government that told us to stay home and that a deadly pandemic with no cure was rampant is now telling us to take risks by going back out there with no cure in sight to fix the economy, to make that monies. The roles of prostitute and pimp do not appear in the original draft of the Constitution, but we better get our gorgeous behinds out on that street corner. Donald Trump will be rolling by and we'd better have his trap full. Yes, Jack the Ripper is out there, but Donnie needs his dough or he will cut us. He is not messing around. We here at the Daddy Daily would like to offer the government some alternatives to using their citizens as filthy streetwalkers in ways to bolster our economy. In a segment we like to call Just a Suggestion. Make the 1% into the 100%. Send checks out to all Americans. Yes, with Trump's signature like anyone really cares. Paying out ridiculously high amounts. A lockdown like this has never happened before. The solution must be just as unprecedented. Turn everyone into the top 1% of all earners in America. Believe me, they will blow it all on white tigers and ugly clothes and toilet paper. By the time the pandemic is gone, they'll be right back where they started. And so will the nation. Sue China. Perhaps I underestimated this brilliant plan. Their wall may be great, but once we shake down 1 billion Chinese citizens, our financial problems will be a thing of the past. If they refuse to pay, we send plane loads of infected Americans parachuting into their country. Return to sender, yes? If they still refuse to pay, we send in the big guns. R. Kelly to urinate on their minors. Allegedly, yes. Freeze all accounts and cash. Use Disney dollars instead. Disney dollars would only be usable at Disneyland, Disney World, their haunted hotels, Disney stores, and on Disney cruise ships. All Americans will work as cast members at the happiest places on earth. America, you've all been sold into slavery by your government to a corporation. Where are you gonna go? We're all going to Disneyland for the rest of our lives. Absolutely. Use the labor force, Luke. This is a Star Wars reference. The US economy is hurting by paying out so much money to so many people on unemployment, and already went broke when they fake paid everyone $1,200. So we simply reopen businesses, force people back to work. Those on unemployment won't be able to collect anymore because their jobs are available, and businesses will be left high and dry to pick themselves up by their bootstraps. The government is completely off the hook. Citizens won't be shopping, and empty stores won't make any money and won't be able to get government assistance of any kind. Washington simply washes their hands of all the deadbeats, yes? Oh wait, I am being told by my producer that this is the actual plan of the Trump administration. We finally got one right? Why do I feel like throwing up? You aren't really supposed to do any of these. It's just a suggestion. Well, thank you for snuggling up to your favorite device and enjoying another episode of Daddi Daily. Remember to Klimpo and Jason Sudeikis, and I will see you Friday. Goodbye.